Hey guys, Wolvie here. This is a Krile rework analysis video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Global for the 21st or 22nd of February 2021. Now, as far as we know, we do have a rework here for Krile. It is rework number 2 for the global side of the game. It came out not too long ago. Unfortunately, the reason why there's been a delay on this is honestly, I've been busy AF with my day job. Fortunately, I have some paid time off this week to really catch up on a bunch of stuff for the channel. So you guys know the drill with the rework analyses series is the pros and cons, regardless if it's the first rework or the second rework. Now, I do have a major correction here. I may have said in a previous video about possibly saying something along the lines of Ultimisia Gay rework. She does not have one at this time. Now, if she does get one in the future, I may or may not be covering it. It really depends if I'll still be playing the game when that time comes. So with that, we're here in Krile's, the banner where Krile's LD weapon is. Now, before I go any further, I will have information related to the Time Barrier Troop and the Dissidia Database website in the description below, as well as the usual disclaimer. Any opinion in this video is my opinion and my opinion only, so we're just going to jump straight into this right here. This is where you see Kyle's LD weapon. Now, we're going to jump straight into that. The name of the weapon is called Sage's Staff. The ability is called Cleansing. And then for me, first impressions, if you see something like that, it's a bit of a head scratcher, but I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm not the one involved with the names of this sort of thing, so it's none of my business. Now, it says here, Flowing Will of the Dawn. I believe that's the, I want to say that's the name of a passive or something like that. Now, what Cleansing does, it's a 4-hit group Thunder Element Magic Brave attack, and group HP attack, delivered twice. Moderately increase Brave damage when attacking a single target. Stolen Bravery may exceed max up to 120%. Deals proportionate HP damage to each target. Grants Bravery to party based on cumulative HP damage dealt. First HP attack hits inflicts Thunder Resist down on all enemies for 4 turns. Inflicts Judgment debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Grants Sympathetic Heart to self for 8 turns. While Sympathetic Heart is active, if Brave cannot be reduced below 10% of max, will not decrease even further if already below. So it's one of those things right there. Then it says here, triggers Trap Judgment with the following effects upon expiration of Judgment debuff. And it's all the information as you see here. This does not inflict the knockback. It does inflict paralysis, that sort of thing. Now, you see here, we're going to go, this is a bit of a pause, take a screenshot at sort of thing. This is Thunder Resist Down, Judgment, Sympathetic Heart, and Thunder Enchant. So, this is where Krile gives the Thunder element to the entire party. Now you have here the 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 3 out of 3 aspect, slightly raised to max bravery and attack on each level, quote unquote. So it says here on 2 out of 3 when using Cleansing, increased duration of Sympathetic Heart from 8 turns to 16. Now it started the quest, grants greater damage to party for 6 turns, grants attack up to the self for 6 turns, and what greater damage does, deals more damage when attacking an enemy's weakness. Now, 3 out of 3, you get 1 more use of Cleansing. And this is the information you see here for the LD extension to the character enhancement board. So, now we're going to jump right into the character adjustments aspect here. So this is Krile. So for skill 1, she gets 2 more uses of Ray of Hope per skill 1. This is post second rework. And the other information in red. Now this is skill 2 right here. No more additional uses of skill 2. This is a AoE splash. And you can see all the other stuff here. So what's good about Krile? What's concerning? Now the good thing about Krile, she actually serves as an excellent backup to Raijin into key categories. Thunder Enchant to the party. Thunder Imperil to everybody. Those are the two big ones. Now, another thing she also provides as an excellent backup to, in the sense, is the paralysis element. So, in a sense, she offers that great of a deal. Now, she also works really well in certain party comps, in the sense of not just the element aspect, but as a call ability. So she is one of those characters that's like, she comes as a bit of a surprise in that regard, in a good way. Now, what is concerning? Now, the thing that concerns me the absolute most is that she's one of those characters where if you got her EX from when it first came out, which is during Ultimate Leviathan, she was one of those characters who I felt was an expensive investment. And with the LD, it kind of worsened that, in my personal opinion. It's like, you need to have all her weapon passives to be who she is now. And the reason why that's a bit concerning is that if you look at Raijin, as far as I know, he does not have his LD on JP. But he can do the job when it comes to non-Lufenia content. Raijin does just as well. And the thing that Raijin offers to the party that Krile does not is HP recovery. And the fact that Krile doesn't really offer anything like that, and Raijin does, it's like, who do I really want to use more? Who can help me fulfill certain requirements? And sometimes you have to figure, okay, is it going to be Raijin or is it going to be Krile? I mean, is the person susceptible to magic? Is the person susceptible to melee? That sort of thing. So it's one of the things that you have to really keep in mind. It's like, they're both Raijin and Krile are really good in the sense of, okay, they can Thunder Imperil the enemy, they can paralyze the enemy, they can provide Thunder Enchant to the party. But who can bring more to the table outside of that? And I don't feel Krile fits that criteria as well as people think she does. I mean, granted, she's great for certain compositions. Hold on a second. The whole thing with Krile, she is good for certain compositions, especially with Lufenia content. However, what she does not bring is the ways to heal the party. That's something Raijin can. And the thing is, when it comes to meta, in my personal opinion, especially if you look at units like Krile and Raijin, is that meta is not the do-all and be-all. And the thing is with Krile, the fact that she does not provide any means to heal the party's HP, even her own, this does hurt her in a big way here. With Raijin, granted, he does not have his LD, but he heals the party, and I feel he's a little bit more reliable in the realm of party, Thunder Enchant, Thunder Imperil on everybody, paralysis on everybody. He has a bit more reliability in that regard than Krile. And like I said, the thing with Krile, she is a bit of a pricey investment. Now, every unit eventually becomes that way, being the pricey investment, but Krile kind of is like one of those who is more of it, more so than some of the others. Now, if Krile were to get another rework, I would probably put some degree of emphasis on the fact that she needs more AoE HP damage, as well as a more reliable means to do things like imperil, enchant, paralysis, stuff that Raijin has a somewhat reliable means to do. That's what Krile really needs. And this is despite the fact that Raijin does not have his LD. Yet Krile does. It just says she needs something like that. She may need more skill uses, to complement the longevity, because she's one of those right now that you gotta actually, you might want, it's like you have to fully invest in her in the sense of the character enhancement boards, weapon passes. You need all of that to have her pretty decent. But at the same time, she is one of those characters who serves as an excellent backup to Raijin in the sense of Thunder and Peril to everybody, AoE Thunder Enchant to the party, and Paralysis. So she serves as an excellent backup in that regard. Now, in another aspect of this is that when it comes to the type of damage, where there be melee, ranged, or magic, it's they actually do complement each other in the sense of if Raijin can't do much damage because he's melee, Krile can step up and be the Raijin for magic. So it's one of those things, it's you have to really think about, is Krile's second rework really that good? That sort of thing. And overall, it is. But the thing is, she has to rely on a certain item to be really good. And they might not be as good as people think it is. But it comes down to individual interpretation at the very end of it. So I should be doing something for the March calendar preview, hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday for sure. Because, like I said, although I have paid time off, I do have other things I have to get to, so I don't fall too far behind on it. So with that, I am done with this video. So with Wolvie here, signing off. I will catch you all on the flip side.